So many people are like, I got ghosted. I'm like, you didn't get ghosted. You showed up unprepared for the end of your conversation. Control the controllables. You cannot force somebody to say yes, and you don't want to. You want to help them make a decision, but their decision might not be the full shebang right now. Hey, it's me, Nicole. So I'm going to share the 3 tips, and here's where the 3 tips came from. I had a new client who, when we were on a call yesterday, she got a sales call booked and she was really excited. She said, oh my gosh, I have a sales call booked for this afternoon. I said, that's great. She said, what should I do to get ready for it? And these are the 3 things that I told her. Now, first of all, master your pre-frame. You want to know before you even get on the call how you want to handle the first 2, maybe 3 minutes of the call, because your job in a sales conversation, if you are the salesperson, is to show up as the leader, to show up as the one who is guiding the call. And you want permission to lead. You want it to be something that feels really good and really fluid, and that person's giving you permission to lead. That's what they're showing up for, is for you to lead them through a conversation where they're exploring opportunities, they're exploring information, they're exploring possibility. And your job as the salesperson is to show up with the skills that help them explore that possibility and make a decision around what would be best for them. So what you want to do is establish within the first 2 to 3 minutes of the call, the frame of the call. You want to set up the expectations. You want to help the other person feel like they are being guided and led, and that they have an understanding of what to expect in the conversation. Because here's the thing a lot of people do wrong. Salespeople get on conversations and they make it all about them. They make it all about their agenda. They're like, how can I close this deal? How can I win the business? Well, why don't you first find out who the other person is, why they're there, and what their agenda is for the call? The most valuable thing somebody can pay you with is their time and attention. Nobody's signing up for your calls because they didn't have anything better to do that day. They didn't wake up one morning and go, let me see what free calls I can sign up for and what discovery calls I can put on my calendar. They're there because they have some interest, some need, some pain point, some agenda. And your job within the first 2 to 3 minutes is to frame the call, set the expectations, and also find out why they are there. Have a good understanding. Are they there to make a decision? Are they there to gather information? Are they there because they've already made a decision and they just want to have a conversation and ask some questions? It could be a lot of different things. But if you don't take the time to set your intentions, to frame the call and set the expectations and find out their intentions, then you're missing a lot of valuable information that can help you direct the call and make the call a success for both parties. And listen, a sales conversation has a lot of variables, but you can really master the first 2 to 3 minutes. And I would strongly encourage you to write down your pre-frame, how you're going to start the call, what you're going to say. And that includes the parts where you're being personable and you're being friendly, because we always want to be friendly and connect with someone initially in a conversation. And you might be thinking, well, I don't know, Nicole, I've never done a pre-frame. What should a pre-frame sound like? Well, just comment on this video and I will make sure that I send you, I have resources somewhere. I have like a video that I've done about what a pre-frame sounds like. And I mean, just to give you an example, the pre-frame could be like, hey, welcome to the call. I'm excited to get to know you. A lot of people have a form that people fill out. I read your form. It was fun to learn about you. Want to ask some additional questions to really help you feel seen and heard and understood. This leads us to step 2. The second tip that I gave my client is go do your research. It is 2026. There are all kinds of places that you can find out information about somebody. If they are on social media, I would strongly encourage you to find their social media platforms and learn a little bit about them. Do you know their dog's name? Do you know where they grew up? Do you know where they went to school? All of these things are ways to find common ground. All of these are ways to connect with someone. And when you help someone feel comfortable around you, it's a lot more likely that they're going to be able to make a decision that you might want them to make, because they're going to feel comfortable doing it, because they feel connected to you. They feel like they know you. They feel like they trust you. That's everything in sales, the know, like, and trust factor. People cannot make decisions if they don't feel comfortable around us. And they're certainly not going to make a decision to do business with us if they don't feel comfortable around us. Go research them. And if you're like, well, they're not on social media, or I can't find them. Well, there's this brand new thing that maybe you've heard of. I don't know. It's called AI. And you can type whatever you want to in there and you can say, help me do some research on this person. Here's what I know about them. What else can you pull up? And AI will do all the heavy lifting for you. I would obviously do a little fact checking, do your own, if you have AI look up information. This is just me, because I feel that I always want to be able to trust the information that I'm getting from AI. So sometimes I'll do just a little cross-referencing. Call people that you know that know them. I do that. I look up who are their additional contacts on LinkedIn, and then I go reach out to those people that I know. I'm like, hey, you know so-and-so, what do you know about them? So reach out to mutual contacts. That's another great way to research people. The third tip is set your levels of success. There are so many people who go into a conversation and they see it as one of 2 ways. It's either gonna be a yes or it's gonna be a no. Whoa, let's not be so black and white, because that really actually sets you up for failure. And what I wanna suggest, and this is the third tip, is that you create different levels of success, because we can't control whether somebody's there to make a decision or not. That is not in our control. And there's a saying that I like to repeat: control the controllables. You cannot force somebody to say yes, and you don't want to. You wanna help them make a decision, but their decision might not be the full shebang right now. Like if you're a football team and you're trying to make it down the 100-yard football field to score a touchdown, you're not going to get all 100 yards at once. Sometimes, but not as often. So what do you want to do? You want to make plays so that you're constantly moving the ball down the field, so that you're always moving towards the overall whole shebang goal of helping them make a decision to do the thing with you. So many people are like, I got ghosted. I'm like, you didn't get ghosted. You showed up unprepared for the end of your conversation. You didn't show up to plan and to prepare so that at the end of the conversation, you would have next steps in place that you have agreed upon with that other person. That's on you. You're the professional. If you're having sales conversations, you got to know where all the different important moments are in the sales conversations. Here's why you want to have levels of success. You want to have all of those as options. So the first level of success is, how can I still stay in the game? How can I still move the needle? How can we still make forward progress, even if it's not a yes right now for the work that I do? The second level of success is, what the heck did we come here for? What's the ideal situation that they are ready to purchase from you, that they are ready to say yes to your offer, that what you offer is the right fit for them, that you found the pain that they're experiencing and you've matched it to the way that you help people and it seems like the right fit and they're ready to say yes. Now, the third level, it's my fucking birthday and I can get whatever I want. And they're not just here to buy a package for me. They're here to buy a package for me for the next year, or they're here to buy a package for me and their husband and their kids, right? Like they all want it. It's like best case scenario. What could possibly happen? And so 3 levels of success, define them how best they will work for you and your offers and your business. Third level is probably the one that most people skip. And it's probably the most important of all, because you don't know what the outcome is going to be, but you can be a lot more successful with what that outcome will be if you've already pre-thought ideas about where it can go and you have those ideas ready. We've all been caught at the end of a conversation going, oh, well, it's no problem if you don't want to make your decision now. You know where I am. When you're ready, I'm here. Like, that is so passive. That is so weenie. That is so not leadership. That is so not somebody they're ever going to want to buy from. It's not nice. But can you come up with some different pathways that even at the end, if they aren't ready to buy, you can still be a leader, you can still be confident, and you can still provide value to them, still be connected, and still help them feel like progress was made and they've got next steps in place. Once you implement these will be game changers for you. You're only selling things because you're problem solving. That's what sales is. Sales isn't a bad thing. Sales is a beautiful thing. Sales is a double blessing. It's a win-win for everybody. So when we understand how to show up with the right competence, the confidence, and the courage to guide conversations to a place where it benefits everyone, then everybody wins. For anybody that watched this, please share with me. Thoughts grow stronger when shared. Type in the comments what's something that resonated with you, what's some action you're going to take as, based on something you heard here, what's something that you're going to improve or do differently because of something I shared. Again, the 3 tips: master your pre-frame, do your research, and set your levels of success. My name's Nicole Cramer. If we have not met and this is the first time we're meeting, please tell me hello in the comments. Tell me what stood out to you, and I hope to see you again soon.